What's going on YouTube? Kiger here. Today I'm doing another Legend Neverland video. Today we're going to talk about timing. It's going to be a guide type video. I'm going to talk about a bunch of timing things you should keep in mind. Even older players will probably learn a thing or two. Let's get into it.
반드시 돌아오게 하겠어.
더 이상 하수인만으로 남지 않아. 이제부턴 나를 위하여 오로지 나만 깨어있을 뿐.
멈춰.
모두들
후회?
네가 누구랑 얘기하는 줄은 아는 거야?
Alright guys, I got 8 timing things I want to talk about. Some of these are things that you intuitively probably know, but just remembering these numbers can go a long way with things you're doing. The first one I'm going to do is one that you may not realize. So the fairies, when you cast them, have an animation. As you see up here in the top right hand corner, fairy skill animation. If I, let's say, click the skill, it'll do the ability and do a little cutscene, right? Now, people get annoyed at this and come over here, turn it off. And then when they use a skill, it just does the skill. Now, they have a failsafe in the game that if you do have animations on, you will be invincible during the animation that it plays so that you don't lose out for you doing your animations. And there is an abuse to this where if you have the animations turned off like I do right now, as long as you're standing still and don't move or use a skill that forces you to move, then you can be invincible while using skills. Now, the abuse of this was out for when the game first came out, and then early last year, about April, February, March, April, that time, I had someone ask me about it on my Discord. Let me bring that up and just show you guys. So if I come here, go to my Discord, come up here, it was in my regular general chat. And this was not too long ago. Can probably find it. Yeah, here we go. Patch 1.37. And it's right here. In PvP modes, the invincibility effects of Flower Fairy skills now activates once every 25 seconds. So previously it was spammable. As you could, it was a big deal in Burning Soul Battle when Burning Soul Battle first came out. It was being abused in other places, but this is where it became a big prominent thing. 1v1 matches in Burning Soul Battle. People were doing a fire team and just stand still, boom, 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 use all your fairies, swap teams, use all your fairies, and just try to, whoever clicked their fairy skills fastest wins. So now you can still get invincible from standing still while using a fairy skill, but once every 25 seconds. That was a long time on that one, but it has a lot of history in the game. The next one is when I did my guild boss guide, one will that I talked about, let me see, I have it here somewhere, breaking Sprout of Flower. So right here, Sprout of Flower, make sure you can see this, 4 set. So have all 4 pieces on one of your deployed fairies to increase the skill cooldown of your Flower Fairy skills by 30%. and get 45% more damage. But as you see, as the number of currently active fairies increases that have a full set of this one, then it goes down and cooldown being taken away and more damage is applied. Really, if you want to ever use this, you need at least 3 sets. And that is, if you look at fairy teams, this is another timing thing. If I do this team, go to that team, and then try to go to this team, it's 5 seconds that you have to wait before swapping. And if you do what I call fairy dancing, do this team, swap to, let's say, 5, use all 4 fairies there, go to 3, and then if you're doing 3 full teams, by the time you get back to the original one, at 3 sets, you have to be on point. You have to literally be 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, clicking them as they come up, and you'll have to give up some efficiency on your class skills, but you can do it. Now, if you have a 4 set, all 4 are Sprout of Flower, you can do the full 3 teams, and you have extra time. With that extra time, if you want, you can either just give yourself some breathing room so that you can click your skills as actually you weave your skills during the swaps. You have a little bit of breathing room now. Or you can move it to 4 teams. But if you go to 4 teams, you're going to be roughly 1 to 2 seconds behind every swap. And that's totally fine. You're gaining damage because of the 4th team, as long as all 4 teams are all powerful enough. But you need all 4 teams to have 4 sets of Sprout of Flower. It is a very, very powerful swap team. Another one you can do is Mantra. Mantra is a lot easier. You can just use the fairies, swap team, use the fairies, and do as many teams as you want. But currently, that's a very, very powerful way to do your wills if you just want to focus on fairy team damage. Next one is going to be just regular old dodge. If we get off, boom, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds for a dodge to come up. And another, I didn't put this on there, but another timing you should be watching is when you go to do a dodge, what your character is physically doing makes it harder or easier. So if you look, I run this way, I'm looking to press dodge when one of my feet are fast forward, and that will give me a max dodge like that. But if it's easier to see with a melee weapon. Boom. And you see how that just slid real nicely, right? But if I have a hard time messing it up at this point because I do it so intuitively at this point. But maybe if I just do a... So you'll see the distance will be different depending on how you do it. So if I go just watching your character, you want to do it as one of, it doesn't matter which foot, but as one foot is extended the most, then press it. With some weapons, it's harder to gauge because, as you see, if you use something like Mage right here, you just do a teleport, so it's harder to tell if you're messing up, but it's something to keep in mind. Now, another one is class swaps. So if I swap to Lancer, it also has a 5-second cooldown before I could swap there. And that's where the kind of fairy and class swapping comes into play. It both have 5 seconds, so if you click quick enough, you can get some stuff off as you go. But the skill animations generally take a bit longer, and you can generally only get like 1 or 2 animations off before it's time to swap fairy teams and class teams. The next two aren't ones that most people really deal with, and that is the time in the bottom left-hand corner. Let me see if you can see it. Directly under me. So you see my phone battery right here. You see my connection right here with my MS. And then you see the date and the time. The time, as you see right here, is 0036. So it's a little after midnight. So soft daily reset has just happened. I already claimed the stuff from that, but if you have mount privileges, they'll come in the mail. If you have over here daily claimable right there under me, this will come back up at midnight, and a few other things like anything that says next day. Generally, you're able to do it at midnight, but there's a second. We call that a soft reset. There's also the hard reset, which most events follow the hard reset now. As you see, 5 a.m. For time limited link dates, and then 5 a.m. That's a new day. That's when you're able to do all your regular dailies and stuff. That's the hard reset. Soft reset and hard reset. Things to keep in mind. Doesn't come up a lot, but certain things do, like selection packs reset, do your consumption, as you see, 11:59 midnight to 11:59. So those reset at midnight. So if you have like an event like this time limited link and you're waiting on a selection pack, you can get on after midnight, get the selection packs, or maybe you're doing we actually have one right now, total check-in, which is reset at midnights, and you need like a couple summons, like right here, I get a summon tomorrow. I already got a summon right there. There's 2 summons on that day. You're able to take advantage of those before a hard reset 5 a.m. thing happens. You obviously have to be on at that time for your time zone. But this also plays into my biggest thing, and I talk about this a lot, but I may as well say it again. Most events, as you see here, you have noon right there, then 4 p.m., then 7. 7 is really when most events start. You really need to be on between 7 and 9, as you see right there, 9. 7 to 9 is when most events really happen. And if you're missing these events, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. The guild stuff, you can get that back for Sapphire, that's fine. But as far as all these PvP events and whatnot, you're missing out on a lot of it, which will increase your account by a lot. So as you see, I'm on NA, which is -4 UTC up in the top right hand corner. SA is, I think it's -3. It's 1 hour ahead of me. So if you want to be on South America, SA, you can go there because that's a better time zone for you. EE is a lot earlier, and EU is somewhere in the middle of that. As far as global, there's also other versions of the game like JP Japan, KR Korea, or SEA Southeast Asia. I would recommend checking out the times of these and see if they match when you are free, so you can be there for that 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. stuff. That's it for learning timings in Neverland, guys. Let me know what you think. Until next time, guys.